Oh, I should make a vlog. Look, I have passion fruit. I didn't think it would take. I rubbed a couple of the flowers together, but it looks like they're doing it themselves. Oh, and I pulled the netting off the top, the bird netting, because I think most of the plants are big enough that the birds shouldn't be pulling them up. This one hasn't, the South American passion fruit hasn't bloomed yet. I think it's supposed to be white, more white with some blue versus the mostly purple ones over here. So I'm still waiting on that. Okay, now that the plane is passed, I cut back some pumpkin leaves to make room for all the little melons coming through over here. The gourds are blooming. I didn't know that they had white flowers. Because I have those birdhouse gourds, the African drum gourds, and the loofah gourds in here. The leaves are actually nice and velvety and fuzzy. I never knew that before. What else is going on? Lots has happened in the past week. I had family visiting, right? So I paid a little bit more attention to them. Here's tomatoes. This might be one of those, that mix of different kinds of heirloom tomatoes. So last year I had the green and yellow striped ones. This might be those red plum tomatoes again, which I'm excited about because they weren't juicy, but they were really, really tasty. So if this is one of those, I'm really excited. This guy is still blooming, the nice nasturtium. I got a zucchini. I got the zucchini off of this. Let me focus here. I got the zucchini off of this earlier in the week, and it looks like I might get a couple more blooms. I cut back a couple leaves on that too, so the other zucchinis here can have some room. And I also had a bunch of volunteers, and based on the flowers on it, it looks like most of them are going to be butternut squash, which I'm not sad about. I'm excited about because that was tasty. My one surviving watermelon, I think, is already ahead of where my watermelons were last year, so hopefully somebody else is growing them or it's self-fertile, so I actually get a melon this year. Most of the potatoes have died back. This is kind of what happened last year too, so I'm not surprised. And considering I wonder who's eating it. Considering the sweet potato is doing well, maybe I'm just gonna grow sweet potatoes from now on, and that's it. Instead of regular potatoes, I'll just have like 20 containers of sweet potatoes instead of, wonder who that is. Oh, maybe a dead cicada. I'll just have all sweet potatoes and that's fine. I found a couple of pink currants this week that I didn't know I had. This might be more pear tomatoes. They keep popping up everywhere from all of the dropped ones that I had last year because I had a lot of them growing in the garden. Because they look really vigorous. They grow really well for me, so why not? This is another one of those heirlooms. I wonder if it's one of those yellow and green striped ones because it had a bit of an interesting leaf. What else? Cucumber beetles keep passing wilt around. Hopefully it's just that one plant and the rest of them survive. I think this is one of those orange ones. I think these are the green ones. They dealt with the wilt a little bit better. Ooh, this might be my first cucumber for the year. Let me see if I can focus. There. First cucumber for the year. I hope it got pollinated. And I gotta keep pulling this guy off the tomato because he's a big pumpkin that just wants to keep taking over. What else? Volunteer tomato here, doing well. Pumpkins doing well. This multifida blooming. I think those baby Venus flytraps from the last 2 years are good and gone. But this has some surviving sundews, which is nice. One of the other pots here does too. I think it's this one. No, over here. Those baby pictures didn't make it. Somehow I'm bad at baby pictures. The flava made another picture, which is nice. Actually, 2 of them, huh? That little one just popped up too. My mint collection is still going strong. Shiso looking nice and purple. Venus flytrap still blooming. Gotta keep pulling the pumpkins back. The sunflowers are still doing good. Oh wait, this pumpkin keeps... Oh, okay, I managed to stake it back good enough. Some of the corn is kind of leaning, but hopefully the pumpkins keep it up. Waiting for the plane to pass a little bit. Ooh, I hope this one got pollinated this morning, that pumpkin bloom. Because I hand pollinated, where is he? This one yesterday. Hopefully it's one of those bluish purple ones because I'm excited to see them. This sweet potato also has those holes. Interesting. This is, you know, the ones that had the purple stems, the sunflowers that had the purple stems last year had nice big white seeds. So if that happens again, that'll be nice. Birds are screaming. That construction has some sort of poles here now. Maybe they're going to be doing piping for the housing. I don't know. I don't know about them. So peas are doing well. Now that it cooled down for a couple of days, for the past couple of days it thunderstormed and it was colder. It was only like 80 to 85 degrees during the day instead of 100. My one big sunflower, he's the main reason that I pulled down the bird netting. And I tied back my carrot blooms. I think the ground cherries are finally getting going in there. Man, all sorts of noise this morning. And I cut back the sorrel blooms too. Oh, I should pull that one out. Let me hold on. Okay, maybe it'll be a little bit more quiet now. So I cut back the sorrel blooms to give some more light because I did have those baby carrots in here. They really haven't gotten going because everybody else has been growing. I don't know if I showed you that I cut back the sage too. All the sage bushes I cut back, except for those 2 flower stalks in there. I cut back all the sage bushes. I'm drying it inside. Oh, and I snipped off a bunch of the pole beans because I had big ones. Maybe I should look for Japanese beetles on it again because they were eating the top the other day. That's why it's got holes. But it might just be because there was netting there. Now that it's gone, maybe it'll be better. Huh. I wonder what that bug is. Famous last words, right? And I've been gathering all of my mustard seeds because I'm sick of the harlequin beetles. So maybe I'll finish gathering nearly everything today now that it's mostly dried out and get my seeds, make some mustard, save seeds for later, and chop this all down because I'm sick of the bugs, and it's also shading out a lot of other things in here. Ooh, what happened? Oh no. I'm gonna put this in water inside. I think when people are walking around my garden, they might have broken it off. I'll put it in water where it's cool and hopefully it re-roots. Well, maybe some dirt and it'll re-root in the cellar. Okay, that's it for this week, I think. Uh-oh, you see that? That's squash vine borer moth, in case you didn't know what it looked like. Okay, I'm gonna take care of that.